Galatians 2:20, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself to me. In the summer of 1859, Monsieur Charles Blondin became the first person to cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope, something he would go on to do hundreds of times. Once he did this with his manager, Harry Colcord, on his back. Blondin gave Colcord these instructions. Look up, Harry. You are no longer Colcord. You are Blondin. If I sway, sway with me. Do not attempt to do any balancing yourself. If you do, we will both go to our death. Paul, in essence, said to the Galatian believers, you cannot walk the line of living a life that is pleasing to God apart from faith in Christ. But here's the good news. You don't have to. No amount of attempting to earn our way to God will ever cut it. So we are passive in our salvation. No. Our invitation is to cling to Christ. Clinging to Jesus means putting to death an old, independent way of living. It's as if we ourselves have died. Yet we go on living. But the life we now live in the body, we live by faith in the Son of God, who loved us and gave himself for us. Galatians 2:20. Where we are trying to walk the tightrope today. God hasn't called us to walk out on the rope to him. He's called us to cling to him and walk this life with him. Dear Jesus, thank you for doing for me what I have never do for myself. I turn away from trying to please you on my own. I'm so glad I don't need to earn your love.